How's it going, guys? I'm Vivi and welcome back to the channel. Now there's this game I wanted to go over a long time ago. I don't know if some of you make videos, you probably do. You know when you come up with an idea and then it ends up getting buried under another pile of ideas? Well, that's exactly what happened, and at a point you simply forget about it. Plus, someone in the past even told me, dude, are you gonna cover this game? Okay, where am I going with this? What game am I talking about? I'm talking about A Hat in Time. This upcoming 3D Collectathon is being developed by Gears for Breakfast, and it's running on the Unreal Engine 3. Okay, about the main character, there's this girl named Hat Kid. She's a space traveler. About the worlds or anything like that, there's going to be 7 chapters, aka 7 worlds, where the main character chases this girl called Mustache. So here's what happens in the game. You race Mustache Girl throughout every world to collect these timepieces, which serve as fuel for Hat Kid's spaceship. And this is actually described on their main website. Here it is. Travel with Hat Kid as she tries to recover the hourglass-shaped fuel for her spaceship. Race to collect them all, as everyone else on the planet are hunting for them as well, including the evil little mustache girl. And guys, of course this game was inspired by none other than Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. Now chapter 1, or world number 1, is called Mafia Town. It's ruled by a chef mafia. We haven't got that much footage apart from tiny trailers. Chapter 2, which is called Subcon Forest, is very large. Like chapter 1, we haven't seen much. We only got tiny bits and pieces. Now in this world, there's also this spooky house or haunted mansion, which looks absolutely great. The gameplay kinda reminds me of Luigi's Mansion. There's some sort of Mario vibe to it. Anyways, about chapter 3, according to their main website, there's a train which causes havoc and travels to the moon. We haven't got any footage yet. For the number of worlds, like I said in the beginning, there's going to be 7 chapters, 5 massive worlds and 2 as DLC once the game launches, and this was part of their Kickstarter stretch goal. Now let's talk about the abilities quick. So we start off with an umbrella, which is the main weapon in the game, and then later on I'm assuming we find a hat. There's also this fox mask, which gives us the ability to see things we don't usually see in the levels. Oh, and the hat is upgradable, by the way, by adding a bunch of badges. Plus, by doing so we can unlock a bunch of abilities. However, we don't have too many details on that yet. For those of you wondering about multiplayer or anything like that, co-op mode has been confirmed. There's going to be split screen and online. I remember playing Banjo-Tooie multiplayer as a kid. Split screen in platformers. Those were the good old days, right? There's also going to be a new game plus mode. Not much details on that as well. Now, what I think is this. You simply restart the game but face tougher enemies. There might be a lot more to it, but we'll find out one day, I guess. Now here's something that got me super excited, and it has to do with Grant Kirkhope. He's co-composer of A Hat in Time, the guy who brought us Banjo-Kazooie music. I grew up listening to his music. Hearing his work for A Hat in Time is pure nostalgia, not to mention Yooka-Laylee. Now, although we didn't get that many new trailers, there's a bunch of screenshots on their main website. As we can notice, the game is very cartoony, very colorful, and I know this might sound repetitive, but this is what I grew up with. This puts a huge smile on my face, knowing that these types of games are coming back. It is absolutely great. As some of you may have guessed, this game was crowdfunded. Its Kickstarter reached almost 10 times its initial goal, which is awesome. Next, on their main website, they set up this pretty interesting thing which shows the game's progress. As we can see, there was an alpha release, there was an actual trailer for that, and then the beta got released. Some YouTubers actually played the alpha and the beta. In terms of new reveals, that's pretty much what we got. A bunch of gameplays on YouTube. Actually, you can still pre-order the game on their official website. There's the standard edition, I think that's the alpha, there's a deluxe, and there's an option which allows you to upgrade to the beta. Okay, as for additional details, the main boss of chapter 1 will be Mafia Boss. For chapter 2, it's going to be Queen Vanessa. About Queen Vanessa, apparently her AI isn't that great. She sometimes doesn't even chase Hat Kid. And this Vanessa is the huge shadowy figure we notice in this house. Not all levels are going to feel the same, gameplay wise. Some are going to be very different than others. For example, chapter 3, the whole thing with the train. Apparently, according to the developer, this was explained on Reddit, the level will be very fast paced. Now, a lot of interesting questions were asked on Reddit. You know what? I'll leave the link in the description below so you guys can check it out later. As for the release date, it's planned on getting released in 2017, and no, we still do not have an official release date. The game was originally planned to get released on the Wii U as well. For now, it's planned on getting released on PC and Mac. You can find the system requirements on their Steam page. Now, why did they decide to skip the Wii U? Well, apparently, since the game is running on the Unreal Engine 3, there's a lot of coding issues if I'm not mistaken. So because of that, they decided to simply stick to PC and Mac. Maybe in the future, the game will get released on other consoles. For the price, it's a pretty good deal. The game will cost 20 bucks once it launches. Before I end the video, guys, I want to point out something. Now, Shovel Knight is a character from an indie game, right? Shovel Knight, he's going to appear in Yooka-Laylee as a cameo. What if the same thing happens to A Hat in Time? What if there's also another cameo in Yooka-Laylee? It could be the Mafia boss, it could be Queen Vanessa, it could be Mustache Girl, it could even be Hat Kid. Grant Kirkhope is actually a co-composer, so who knows what's gonna happen. Fun fact, guys, Grant Kirkhope was actually part of the Kickstarter goals. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you have any thoughts, questions, or anything like that, leave everything in the comment section below. And as always, I've been Vivi, and thanks for watching.